I found these books in the thrift store and they totally inspired me. So I developed my own series. I call it Spiral Math. The reason I love it is because this one's addition and subtraction, and then the next one's multiplication and division, and the third one is fractions and number sense. I love it because just like on a bike gearing up, it starts super easy, builds up, gets harder, no regrouping, up to regrouping, word problems. And then there's usually 35 pages in the book with regrouping. So it builds up. And I have given this to grade 9 students before. I mean it. Like, I gave them this booklet, the second and the third one, because what I found was some of them didn't know about regrouping or how to carry, or the best one, subtracting zeros. Oh my goodness, I cannot even tell you how many kids I've met who don't know how to subtract zeros. This one also has a bit of place value work. So I developed my own booklets for other subjects, and I call it Spiral Math, so that you can spiral, repeat. You keep repeating those skills, and mastering math is another thing that I call it. So with these, I also developed my own language for ones, tens, and hundreds. I had a lot of students who were just overthinking it. So we're going to use cheese and asparagus. I gave all my blueberry waffles to somebody. So we're going to start with those today, and it should be enough because page 1, and I've just photocopied the booklet. Page 1 is 1 and 2 digit math. Maybe, yeah, we're just working with ones and tens, 1 and 2 digits. All right, so I usually have this in a pocket or laminated so that we can use this over and over, and I'll show you how we're going to use that. The first thing I want you to do is show me how old you are with cheese blocks.
I'm 10 turning 11.
Awesome. And now show me how old your best friend is.
Well, I have a lot of best friends, but okay.
Your very, very best one. Perfect. So you have 10 and you have 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I walked around with this in my hand, it could fall all over the place, right?
Yep.
So it'd be way easier if I had a bigger piece that was all stuck together, like a 10. So, open this up. Open this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to cash in those cheese for an asparagus. All right? So I'll be the bank. Now this is 10. So I'll exchange 10 for 10.
Okay.
Okay. Nice doing business with you. There you go. Now I have to make sure because, you never know. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Is there anything else you want to cash in, or you good?
I'll cash in another 10.
Sure.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9! I can't believe she did that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But wait a minute, didn't you say that you were 10 and your friend was 11?
Mm-hmm.
So are you the same age or different?
Different.
Aha! So another reason that I like working with these instead of all these is it's a lot easier to keep track of this, isn't it? Right? So, thank you. So we cash those in, and now you have this. Let's do it on paper now.
Me. My best friend.
So grab that purple erasable marker off your board. And first write how old you are as a number. Okay. And underneath, write how old your friend is or wherever. Okay. Now, if I erase this, can you tell me why I have erased that?
I don't know why you erased that.
Aha, okay. So now we're going to start from the beginning. And this time, if I said to you, okay, you have to draw 10 little cheese dots on there, that would be a lot of work, right? So we have our manipulatives here. You could draw a line, but here's the rule. As soon as you have 10 of something, let's pretend there's 10 here, you have to cash it in, right?
Okay.
So now try it again with you are 1 asparagus.
Okay.
You are 1 asparagus, so write that down, 1 asparagus.
I am 1 asparagus.
And how many cheese are you?
I'm 0 cheese.
Is this the number 10?
Yeah.
Perfect. So before you wrote the number 10 here, and I erased the 1 that went over here, but it was actually the 10 that I erased, right?
So
I left the 1s, you have 0 1s, but I moved over your 10 into the 10s column. This is called the 10s column. Now I want you to draw how old your friend is.
Where?
Underneath in this row right here.
Here? 11.
Okay. Again, I'm going to erase that because if she's 11, how many 10s is in 11?
How many 10s?
How many 10s as in how many asparagus are in
1.
1? So there's 1 asparagus and 1 cheese. So this is why I use the language of cheese and asparagus to start with, because sometimes when we say how many 10s are in there, it's pretty confusing. Now let's do how old your dad is in this row here.
41.
Okay, remember I can't have more than 10 in this column. So where would that 4 go? How many asparagus does he have if he's
4.
41? He has 4.
So
Good. All right. So now when we add these up, first we need to add the cheese blocks because if there's more than 10, then we're going to carry it over here. So how many cheese blocks are there?
2.
Okay. You can write that in the gray box down here. And how many asparagus do you have now?
I have 6.
Perfect. So what number do you have?
62.
Can you show me 62 with your asparagus and your cheese?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then
Beautiful. And if you were to count this, could you count it to show me how much you have there, starting with your 10s? So go 10,
20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
60,
1, 2, 2.
61, 62. Perfect. All right. So now we know how to use the cheese and asparagus, and I love starting off with this way and using word problems like your friend's ages. We can use other things, but now let's take a look at the first page of our book. What I also love about this book is it comes in this weird vertical format, so when I photocopy it has all this workspace on the side, and I either do that for showing my work or for drawing a robot, which we'll talk about. You'll notice that there's also the answers here. And I love, love, love this. I cannot emphasize enough how great it is to have the answers because students learn to check their own work, they build confidence, but cover it up first, okay? So now you can either use your cheese and your asparagus to do the problems, or if you're confident just to use your mental math, you can do that. But if you'd like to warm up with the cheese and asparagus, I really recommend doing that.
Okay.
Just to get the ball rolling and to get our brains warmed up.
5. 7. And I have 5 and then a 7.
Perfect. Can you cash any in? I'll be the bank.
I can cash I can cash these.
Perfect. Do you want to put them right here? Okay. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. Can you cash anything else in?
No,
Okay, so what do you have there as an answer?
I have 10 and